Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast. Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. Thank you for joining us on this Friday, Black Friday, that is, the day after you ate a bunch of turkey and stuffed your face. Hope you had enough cranberry, mashed potatoes. What else do you guys have on your plate?
Gravy.
Rabies. Okay. What else?
Gravy, stuffing.
No. Oh, yeah. Stuffing. Yeah.
Pumpkins.
You say pumpkins. A whole fucking pumpkin went on your fucking plate. How big is your plate? You just pull up with the table. That's my plate.
A big ass pumpkin and plastic forks and knives.
Johnny shows up to people's house with a folding table. Where's your plate? It's right here. What the fuck you mean? Where's my plate?
Like a crab boil.
And it has wheels. I'll be in the backyard if you need me. How about the waste on a plate called a salad on Thanksgiving? Why do people put salad first in the line? Because usually when you go to someone's place, it's like a buffet style where everybody get in line and grab your. Why is the salad even there? Why do I need it? I'm about to fill myself with a bunch of heavy shit, and you give me a salad. Who participates in the salad? Johnny?
The same people that participate in fast food and then you get a Diet Coke.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking to you two. I'm not talking to everybody else.
No.
Do you participate in the salad? Do you do it out of what do you call that? When you're trying to be
obligation.
Yeah, you're trying to be nice to the host. Do you participate in salad at the Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner? Because it's kind of the same.
No.
We got to know, Carlos.
No, and then I always get a comment. Oh, you don't want any salad? Like, let me make my own plate. Thank you.
Yeah, you made a salad? Think about it. You made a salad. I'm going to come back for more mashed potatoes and so on and so forth. I don't need your fucking rabbit food. Anyway, Thanksgiving. So it's now Friday. Thanksgiving's over. It's Black Friday. I'm here with Johnny and Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. This is Nerds Talking, the podcast. And we hope you guys had yourself a fantastic Thanksgiving. And now it's on to Christmas. That's our next venture. But before we go there, we have to talk about Marvel movies. That's right. Marvel movies. We're going to review Wakanda Forever today on the show. But Quentin Tarantino, everybody knows who that is, famous director, has come out and said that Marvel movies, that play the actors that are playing the characters, they're not actors, or no one's going to go see them. They're there to see the characters. He's trying to make a point that nobody goes to see a Captain America movie because Chris Evans is in it. They go to see Captain America, and so on and so forth. And he kind of said that he kind of pointed out Liam Hemsworth and Evans. But do you guys feel like that's for all the actors? Like, do you think Robert Downey Jr. is a draw for Iron Man, or was it, hey, it's Iron Man, I'm going to go see it?
When it first came out, it was, hey, it's Iron Man, I want to go see it.
But then over time, Robert Downey Jr. just killed the role. And I mean, he definitely pulls in my attention every time he comes on screen.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that if you were to they're good actors that play these roles, but if you were to put lesser known actors, they'd probably still have the same result. I mean, I don't know if you guys see it that way, but for instance, Chris Hemsworth beat out his brother Liam Hemsworth for the same role. Do you think it would have been the same with Liam as Thor?
Oh, no. Liam's horrible.
Liam is horrible. And he just
took
like over Henry Cavill's role at The Witcher.
Chris Pratt. I mean, the guy from Parks and Rec. I wouldn't have expected him to be well as Star-Lord. But he was a lesser known guy.
But that's different because you don't know who Star-Lord is. You know what I mean? It's not you didn't go to see Star-Lord like you would go see Spider-Man or and so forth. You know what I mean?
But that's just like hold on. Lost my train of thought. Oh, that's because it's a Marvel movie. So people would have went to go see it anyway, no matter who was in that role.
So then Quentin Tarantino was right.
He is right. But was it Anthony Mackie said the same thing?
So
Anthony Mackie said there are no more stars. There are no more movie stars anymore. Like Anthony Mackie isn't a movie star. The Falcon is a movie star.
yeah, true. Here's a good way to look at it too. Like Chadwick Boseman, who was great as Black Panther, he made a lot of movies outside of that role. Nobody went to go see him.
No, they remember him as Black Panther.
Yeah, same as Chris Evans is the same. Did you ever go out and go, Chris Evans in that movie? I'm gonna go see it. Probably not. No. I mean, besides Robert Downey Jr., what's other actor has been in these movies that you were like, oh, I'm gonna go see this movie. This is, this guy just came out with a new movie.
Kurt Russell.
I hate you. I hate everything about you. Just everything. There's not one part of you I like. Even Kurt Russell though. Are you gonna go see one of his new movies? Probably not.
Tombstone 2.
Tombstone 2. You saw that one?
I wrote it.
Straight to video. Starring Hugh.
I mean, a good recent movie was Black Adam. Right? The Rock
Tombstone
did
2,
not
Revenge
really,
of the Chupacabra.
The Rock did not bring in the audience for Black Adam. It didn't even make $400 million. That's a disappointment.
But don't tell that to Johnny.
Wait. I wanted to let you guys know. I saw the movie and I thought The Rock wasn't at his best. When he's at his best, he's like cracking jokes and whatnot. When he's like completely serious, it's just a waste of a movie. Why bother casting him? You could have casted anyway.
But this guy posted so many Instagram, so many tweets, so many. I'm working out. It's 2 a.m. Gotta get ready for Black Adam. So you telling me he wasn't at his best?
No, I mean.
Or are you just saying he sucked at his role?
Maybe it's a character. I mean, there was like a couple of small jokes here and there that made me like go, and that was it. But like in the movie Central Intelligence, he was great in that. Just cracking jokes and a little bit of action here and there. This was just all action, all serious. And like when I was watching it, you guys had mentioned, oh, he didn't do accent. That didn't really bug me too much. It was just the rest of it. Do you remember that movie he did?
A horrible human being.
Oh, I know. Oh, by the way,
horrible though.
By the way, this is a drinking episode. You guys told me that, hey, this is a drinking episode. Make sure you have your drinks.
What are the rules to this though? Are there rules? Are we just drinking stuff? I just
you're supposed to drink
episode.
You're supposed to have warm-ups before the show. But Johnny's only drinking 805. He's not going to get any type of buzz.
To be honest, I didn't
sucking water from an empty can. He just filled it with water.
I didn't get any rules to the so-called drinking episode. I was just
you didn't have any questions. You were just like, well, I drink every day.
I just did. I was confused. Water. He said, "I drink."
All right, so you're a little bitch. So you're not drinking it, Carlos. What are you drinking?
I don't drink alcohol.
I got a Crown and Coke.
Okay. And as Carlos said, I'm only drinking 805, but I one upped you bitches because I'm having back pain, so I took an Oxy with it. So I got Oxy 805, and I'm probably going to operate some heavy machinery.
Well, I got you beat. I got you beat. I got.
You gonna go drive me later?
Yep. I bought some fentanyl this afternoon.
Jesus Christ.
Winner.
Life-changing shit right there, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you got me beat, but not in the way that you think.
Yeah.
To the grave.
To the grave.
Yeah. No, do you remember that Rock movie? It was either called Drive or Faster, whatever.
Talking about the truck driver movie.
No. The one where he
Over
just
the top,
goes out for revenge. He's just like killing people that messed up.
I think it's called
guys.
Faster. I think it's called Faster.
He was 100% serious in it the whole time, just fucking killing people left and right. No jokes, that's not how I like The Rock portrayed.
Come on, his best movies are Jumanji, Central Intelligence, anything like you said, where he is The Rock, basically.
Yeah,
comedy. Yeah. He's good at comedy because he's out of place, but he does it well.
Well, I
You
mean, like
know,
the rundown was pretty good. Walking Tall was pretty good.
the rundown
Um,
was kind of
Comedy.
also the same vein as comedy action. Not the
Scott
rundown so much.
William, whatever the hell his name is,
Who?
was a co-star.
Stifler.
Oh yeah, Sean Scott Williams, I think
That's
is his
it,
name.
Sean Scott Williams.
But either way, Black Adam was disappointing. Not, and it wasn't just The Rock. The movie itself was disappointing. Just, yeah, no.
Yeah,
But
it
again, like,
wasn't the best movie I've
but
seen.
like I said, he didn't carry that movie to what Warner Brothers expected. I think they expected Aquaman level numbers, which was $1 million. I mean, $1 billion.
I think
not
in
a
order
million.
to get those numbers, though, you have to. It can't just be the person. You have to follow that up with a good story, good script. I think
Exactly,
the
exactly.
Shazam Black Adam like storyline is just kind of stupid in
Well,
general.
it doesn't exist in the Black Adam movie. That's the problem. Shazam fits no
That
role
is
in
the
his
problem.
universe. It's like zero. He doesn't even know who the hell Shazam is. So,
But Shazam knows who he is, which is dumb.
but yeah, he knows who he is exactly,
Well,
and
no,
he
because
doesn't care.
that was part of the storyline, right? For Shazam, they had mentioned Black Adam in like a little blurb where, oh, we gave the powers to one guy once and he fucked it up, and then that was it.
But even then, that's off. Even though we're going off now, he didn't get the powers from the wizard at all. He got the powers from his son. So I don't think Black Adam even knows who the hell the wizard is.
Wait, how did that work?
He
That part
transferred it
was
to his son. I mean, his son transferred it to him
That's
to
right.
save
His
his
son
life.
got it from the wizard, and then.
Remember?
But he
did-
transferred it the same way that Shazam transferred it to his family. Only this time he gave like all of it. He didn't keep any of it.
Yeah,
Which I
exactly.
didn't understand. And how did he
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
without the staff? Because in Shazam, he needed the wizard's staff, and everybody had to hold it, say the words, and then they got the power.
But I don't know if it was the staff so much as it was Billy having belief in it. He needed to actually believe it. He needed to want it, and because he was kind of selfish. So
you know what I was
think he
watching
needed a staff.
when I was watching the movie.
I have a staff. So now what?
Infection.
Hey,
Oh, one thing
drink to
about
that.
those
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
one thing about those DC movies that I don't enjoy is Waller, the one.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda Waller. Best
I
part
don't
of
like
that
her either.
movie.
She has way
She's-
too much power.
She's evil. Like she's an
being
evil
mortal.
woman, and like she's on the good guy side, or she's I don't know. Like
It doesn't make sense. Her part in that movie didn't make any sense. In Black Adam.
no.
Didn't
no.
make any sense. Again,
I
Black
think she
Adam
was
has
just there to introduce Superman.
That's all it was, to bring
I
him
did
back
like
into
that
the
part though. I
picture.
did like I mean, I like the Superman cameo, but I didn't like how he's associated with Waller now. Like,
That was dumb too.
yeah, like he's like the most wholesome, the best superhero there is, right? And so now he's associated with Waller, who's
It made it
just
seem
mean
like
ass bitch,
he worked for the government,
right?
which
He could have
again,
just got a phone call. Bruce Wayne could be like, "Hey, yo, Clark, I got a
Yeah.
call.
It's simple.
wanna
Everyone
head
got
over to
5G
fake Egypt?
now?
the
Right?
problem is, again, Black Adam was no threat to anybody else. He did his purpose. Now he's a protector of whatever the hell, Qatar, whatever it is. And
Well, that was
That's
like Batman versus Superman, right? Where Batman was like, Superman needs to die because he's a threat. Like Superman wasn't a threat to anybody. Some people may have died, but they were fucking bellhops. So like, no big deal, right?
yeah, it's the same idea. It's just that she didn't question anything. She just threatened him right off the bat.
Yeah,
I got something for you. Here he comes.
yeah.
Here he comes.
And
But
then
anyway,
they made a
so-
good point too. Like the lady was like, "We've been oppressed for all these years. Where the fuck you been?" And they were like, "Well,
yeah. Well,
Yo, yeah, no,
Sorry.
that's a good point.
you
for the
guys
movie.
are brown skin.
And then like I said, the other dumb part was Hawkman and JSA show up without just trying to talk to him. They're gonna beat him up. We're gonna fight the whole movie.
who's
Why don't you
JSA?"
Hawkman,
Justice Society.
yeah, Justice
Oh.
Society of America. They didn't ask questions. They just jumped out the plane like, let's just beat him up. Like, what? Calm down.
Shoot first, ask later.
Like, relax, have a conversation. Ask what he's here, what's his deal, and then ask him why he doesn't have an accent, and then leave.
Yeah, what's your purpose? Where you from?
Where you from, bro?
You from
You
Florida?
understand this modern world yet? You want me to give you some advice? So anyway, but again, that's a good example of he didn't sell the movie for him. But
Mhm.
then Wakanda Forever is on pace to get $1 billion, and it really doesn't have any stars in it. And that just proves the point that people are there to watch the movies, the Marvel, and they want us. And Wakanda is actually a good movie compared, well, way better than Black Adam. We'll talk about that later. But that's just how it goes, man. I mean, look at the new Batman movie. I don't think it made $1 billion.
2 billion.
Which is, what'd you say?
It made 2 billion.
Yeah,
2 billion
2
Shiba Inus.
2 billion Shiba, yeah, Shibu. I don't think it made $1 billion, but that's.
I bought it for 3 million Shiba.
But I think that's also a bad thing, right? The fact that Batman didn't pull in $1 billion is a bad thing. Like,
I'll be right back. I need a refill.
sure, drunky.
Drunky
So,
Brewster. Here
yeah,
he
Drunky
goes.
Brewster. So yeah, that's the fault of not the movies themselves, but the fault of these guys. Like Chris Hemsworth came out recently, as a week or two ago, saying he's kind of tired of playing Thor, and he no longer wants that director making those movies for him. He doesn't want to be the funny guy in those movies. He wants to go back to serious Thor, but he
Well,
doesn't.
They had they tried that in like part 2, right?
Part 1 and 2, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, part 3 was the best.
Mhm.
But I think he's kind of burnt out too. But I think he kind of sees it the same way. Like, I don't want to be typecast, number one, because what happens when you're typecast, nobody wants to see you as anything else. No one wants to go see Tom Holland in that shitty ass movie based on Uncharted, the video game, because they only want to see him as Spider-Man. They don't want to see him as anything else. They
You
only
can
want to see him as
retire on
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man money though.
No, and that's the thing. Why would you?
Typecast me out of
I mean,
any superhero? Good
He
He
got
just signed-
Spider-Man money and Zendaya.
Yeah, well, he just signed a 5 picture Spider-Man deal, so clearly he's okay. But I was telling him how Liam Hemsworth, he is like, I'm kind of tired of being Thor, buddy. That's your bread and butter.
Chris Hemsworth.
Who cares?
Liam still
And-
wishes he was Thor. That's what's going
Yeah,
on. Right
yeah.
now.
It's a third brother too.
Liam's
that
trying to
does,
get like Miley.
Yeah,
still.
he's the one from Westworld.
the third brother, right? He's from
He was
Westworld.
also in the last Thor, though. He was in the play.
He was in play.
Played Thor.
Yeah. So yeah, Quentin Tarantino is right though. Superhero movies in general, just like animated movies, you don't really need the big stars to do the voices. I'm gonna go see it.
No, I don't like that. No.
And superhero movies, I think they hurt careers of these actors more than anything else. Because again, I only wanted to see him play this character. I'm not going to go to the movies to watch him do a drama or anything else. Tell me when you're Captain America again. I'll show up. So ay caramba. Oh, what'd you refill? Same drink?
Of course, man. You don't want to mix your liquor. Don't be throwing up. What's wrong with you?
Oh, okay. Just was wondering because,
What's yours? Water still?
it's a vodka spritz called Cucumber Mint Kettle One. It's called Kettle One Botanical, so I'm pretty sure it's kind of fruity.
Oh, that's for babysitters. That's for babysitters.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've never had it. Here's a little insight for people. I don't buy alcohol ever. Like ever.
Oh shit! What
So
is
I
this? What is
don't
this?
really. Hugh McCord has joined us out of the blue. He finally got off Pornhub and decided to join us. Thank you, Hugh. You should have joined me earlier. We're doing live Pornhub. It was fun. There he is. Welcome back,
Yay!
Mr. McCall.
He was
Whoa.
a drinking episode, so you
The
need
drinking
a drink.
episode. What do you got there, buddy?
What do you got there? What are you drinking?
Oh,
What is that?
that's
Captain and Coke.
Coffee, like
I know,
gas,
looks like
gas
coffee.
station coffee.
What is that? Just
Ooh,
say
Sailor
words.
Jerry.
Use
Oh my
your
God, that is-
words. It's like
He forgot how to
therapy.
speak.
Use your words, you. Use your words.
Oh God, yes. It's been too long. The sailor. We're
Oh,
we're
okay.
we're,
That's
we're
what I thought
working
I
this.
saw.
We're working the sailor Jerry tonight.
Jerry. saw the Sailor Jerry. That's what I
Sailor
saw.
Jerry.
So, well, Hugh just showed up. So, Hugh, what is your take on superhero movies more or less overtake the actual actors, where the actors get drowned out by the actual characters to the point where you're not really interested when these guys go play in other movies. You really just care about them playing the heroes now. You're like, Hemsworth, I don't care if you make this drama or that. To me, you're Captain America. Almost like they're typecast.
Hemsworth is
It
Thor.
is. It's actually true.
Yeah.
I think it is. It is true. It's really no different if you think about it than the guys in the original Star Trek. They could hardly break out of those roles and do anything else. Nimoy, for example, and well, Shatner tried to do some other things. They just couldn't. They were just so associated with the characters they played that there was, there's no way. But I mean, that's a problem. As a guy who's done a little bit of acting, that's a problem I'd like to have.
Oh yeah,
No
exactly. We
kidding,
were saying
right?
that too. Like, who would never want?
You want to be typecast
Spider-Man
as a
10 times,
chupacabra victim, do you?
Oh yeah, how many chupacabras do you want to be?
We gotta have Jonathan on one of these weeks, and for a segment where he could talk about his new release. But yes, at least I made the cover. I made the back cover of
the back cover. Well, weren't you on the back cover of Blood Guts High Octane, whatever it's called?
Front cover of the Canadian
front
version.
cover.
Oh, the Canadian version, no.
Canadian.
No, you're not. Because I know the American version, you're not on the cover. I know that.
No, the Canadian one, he's on the cover.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. With like holding the guns, right?
Yeah, holding the gun. Yeah,
and the American cover is the car.
Except it's not my hand.
Yeah, yeah. It's not your hand.
No, I don't. I don't shoot with my right. I shoot with my left. And the guy they had, and he had a great ring too. I don't know where they got the hand, but it was.
I hear you, buddy. Dutch oven. I hear you. All right, good job, buddy. Good job. So yeah,
Dutch oven. Oh, you dummy.
What? Not the same thing.
Not the same thing.
I know, but the Dutch. I know.
It's a Dutch rudder. It's some sort of.
There you go. Double Dutch rudder. There you go.
Rudder.
Double Dutch rudder.
Double Dutch rudder.
That's right. Double Dutch rudder.
Google it, people.
Yeah. You won't be disappointed.
And then
what's
Google
the other thing that
blue waffle?
There it is, blue waffle.
Ooh, yeah. That one's bad.
So yeah, we were talking about that, and just how Quentin Tarantino basically came out and said that people only want to see the heroes. Those guys the actors don't matter in those roles. So
yeah, I would say they also want to come and see the great bad guys too.
Oh yeah, just in general, just like every yeah. And we're saying how Black Adam, The Rock couldn't even save that movie. It's only made like $360 million, and that's a bust for Warner Brothers.
For a superhero movie, that's a bust.
I haven't seen it, but I already have the. I'm already guessing and figuring how he did.
He's horrible.
Yeah, he just cannot. I mean, in certain roles, he's funny. He was funny in Jumanji. In certain roles, he's funny, but other than that, unless it's the same movie every time, he cannot act.
True, and he cannot. In what movie again?
Jumanji.
Oh, he's slurred.
Man, how far in are you in, man?
Yeah, how many drinks have it? Hey, when did Jerry show up to the dock?
Well, he had a couple of lines that I thought were funny in Jumanji. Would you look at the size of those pipes?
But yeah. So we're not here to harp on The Rock. Johnny has feelings, so we're going to just about that.
What's his name? What's his name from Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi, Sam Liu.
SIMU? How do you say that?
Sam. I think it's Sam Liu. Sam Liu, I think. Yeah.
Anyway, he says if the only gatekeepers to movie stardom came from Tarantino and Scorsese, I would never had the opportunity to lead a 400 million plus movie. Or is the funny thing, if you would have led any movie besides Shang-Chi, it would never have come close to 400 million. The only reason it came close to 400 million plus is because it's a Marvel movie.
What if he was in Crazy Rich Asians?
It doesn't matter. He wouldn't It would not have made 400 million.
It did make that much money.
He wasn't in it though. So.
Okay, just trying to throw it out there. No, you're right though. That's another thing too. You could have put anybody in that role. You could have put somebody else in that role. And of course they auditioned other people. He just happened to get the role. It's not him.
Put that dude who played Bruce Lee.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have put him, and they would have made the same amount of money.
Yeah. So it really is. It's. I mean,
Johnny.
For the Batman, I think that made.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think the Batman made $800 million. Do you think? What do you think the reason is it didn't make $1 billion? Because it's Batman. You would assume it would have made
it's a DC movie. People don't have faith in DC movies.
Do you also think because it was
100%
3 hours long?
No, it had nothing to do with the length. Look at Wakanda. It's almost 3 hours long.
Do you think it's because it's not good?
You can go fuck yourself.
Have a drink, everyone. What are we drinking? Gaylor Sari, and I'm having some gay vodka. It smells like flowers. It's just not. You don't want to drink it. It's like
do you wanna do?
cucumber.
What is that? Oh, Kettle One
The Kettle
seltzer?
One. No,
Vodka
it's a Kettle One.
spritz.
It is. It's a seltzer. It's a cucumber mint. I don't have any alcohol in my house. All I found was this. I don't know who even put it here. Santa Claus? Fucking knows.
Johnny, what are you having?
I got 805, but I'm using that to wash down some oxy.
That's right. He has oxy.
It's fantastic. It's one hell of a combo. I don't know what the doctors are talking about because I would
I did
recommend
that.
this to everybody.
I did that once too, but I thought I had given it enough space, between the pill
Oh,
and the alcohol that I
shit.
was having. Oh no,
Oh,
man,
shit.
that took me for a loop pretty fast.
Your eyes are pretty big, Johnny.
fast.
Aw, to an Asian,
Don't do
that's
that.
an
Don't
ultimate
do that. I
compliment.
know. I know. Round eye. Good one. He was
Do you
so
know-
drunk. He sees a white guy.
Do you know what? My wife is watching that rich and it's mostly Asians show from Beverly Hills, and I can't remember the name
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
But that was one of the themes in one of the shows talking about this guy was talking about his eyes, and he must have had a surgery when he was a kid and he was regretting it. Regretting
Made
doing
his
it.
eyes round.
He made his eyes like
He had some
round.
sort of
wider?
surgery. Yeah,
Yeah, I think a lot of Koreans have that done.
I just remember
Oh,
the.
That's
I
where I'm
remember.
going for my plastic surgery is Korea.
Korea, it is a place to go. They're Tijuana, big one.
Get hair plugs. Go to Turkey.
Oh yeah,
I would not recommend the plastic surgery in Tijuana.
it's so cheap.
So cheap, but
It'd be funny if
Quality.
you went there for hair plugs. You come back with like that paper they use in the pinatas on your head.
Oh.
Tissue paper.
and your head's just full of candy.
It just stapled to his head too. It just... All right, we'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Hi there, this is Tom from the DPA. You're probably wondering what the DPA does. Well, when someone sends you a picture of someone's genitals, such as a man's, we analyze it. We can tell you exactly where it's from, what race, the height of said man, and the accuracy of the picture if it's from that individual. That's right, dick pic analysis. The DPA's been around for many years. We've tested the program over and over, even on our own dicks, and we guarantee that it works 8% of the time. That's right, the only DPA program that actually works 8% of the time. You might send us a dick, we look at the pic, and we think, meh, could be. There's no real computers. It's just three guys in a room staring at dicks. We've had many years of experience, and we promise you that we'll get you an answer to what you want to know. Do you want to know if that person can cook? Do you want to know their occupation? Do you want to know how tall they are? If they're fat, skinny, and if they use OnlyFans? We'll know by just their picture, and we'll guarantee 8% accuracy. That's right, the DPA, Dick Pic Analysis. Go to our website at dickpicanalysis.com, upload your information and a picture, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That's DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Don't be scared, go ahead and share. The DPA is not responsible for lost photos that you may have sent us, and we accidentally forward them to our friends. We do share information. None of this stuff is secret. It all goes public. 8% accuracy is a little high, but we can at least tell you the color of the dick that you sent us. We'll even measure it to our own dicks. Usually they're bigger. Not our dicks, but the pictures. Dick pic analysis. Not a real thing. Nerds Talking the Podcast. Back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends every Friday new episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast, and follow us on social media. We are on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, I think under just Nerds Talking Podcast, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. I'm here with Johnny, Carlos, and Hugh McCord is back in action with his Sailor Jerry. Carlos has, I think, Jack and Coke. And Johnny has Cran and Coke, and Johnny, wait, Cran and Coke? Say Cran.
Crown.
Okay, I thought you like having cranberry and Coke. Johnny is having drugs, and I'm drinking a drink that is just disgusting. All right, well, there we go. We're going to talk about Wakanda Forever, the newest Marvel movie, the sequel to Black Panther. And this movie is about vibranium, believe it or not. I know. Crazy, right? And there's no Chadwick Boseman, as you know, as he passed away, and they have to create a new storyline for why he's not in the movie, and that happens really, really fast. First 5 minutes, and then that's pretty much it. So we have ourselves a new villain called Namor, and that's what I'm going to give you as we jump straight to Carlos and his take on Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
I think they missed the boat when they should have recast Chadwick Boseman. I mean, it was a nice tribute to him, but I think by not recasting him, you killed his character, you killed his memory, and you killed his legacy as Black Panther. Because if you would have recasted him, people would still have remembered him as Black Panther because Black Panther continued.
No, you're right. Because when you replaced him with the character they did replace him with, you basically erased Chadwick Boseman.
Absolutely. You erased him. So now when the people think of Black Panther, they think of Shuri, which I thought was pretty weak. I mean, in the suit, she looked pretty frail. Not a Black Panther, not a representation of Black Panther. I thought Namor, I think he carried the movie, and I thought he was a great villain. But if it wasn't for him, this movie would have fell flat, super flat. And he came off much better than I thought because he wasn't the comic book character, which is an Atlantean. He's of Hispanic background, Mexican background,
Basically,
which played out
Aztec.
really well. They did really well. Aztecian, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
or
more
something
or
like
less,
that.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I liked the best about it was his character, and I think M'Baku is the new king of Wakanda, which, in all right, he should be the new Black Panther.
That's all we got. That's what you got. You done?
Oh, they got for now. Yeah, concentration's kind of getting a little fuzzy now.
I
So,
see
yeah.
that. Johnny, Black Panther, Wakanda forever.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
One question.
What would you do if you saw a unicorn? Like breaking news, there is a unicorn, a real life unicorn. I take that back. A Pegasus, a real life Pegasus. And when they unveil it, that thing has like little bat wings. What would you do? Would you be laughing your fucking ass off? Because that's what I did when I saw this
his
fucking
little tiny
his
wings.
little fucking tiny feet wings and just flapping away and floating in the air. What a gay
You know
little
they're working overtime like a hummingbird.
yeah.
That part was just odd. I mean, that's how it is in the comic book, but it's just odd because we see how he became a mutant and how everybody else mutated. And I know and I understand he
But the
wasn't
wings
born
didn't
yet,
make any sense,
but
though.
the wings didn't make any sense. It's
No, I
just
thought
didn't
that
make
shit
sense.
was so funny.
They
When he's
worked
just
great.
floating around. I
Like,
mean,
he
you
was-
know, they're very functional. He knows how to
flew
work
faster
it or
than Tom
whatever. But
Cruise.
I feel like fucking scientists would be doing studies like, oh, it's just like a bumblebee. Like they shouldn't be allowed to fly, but
Because he's so fat and heavy.
he doesn't have a swimmer's body. So
No, that
why?
explains it now. Because he has
No,
little wings
You do know
to
why
go through
he
the
doesn't.
water
You know why he doesn't have a swimmer's body, right?
because he doesn't swim.
Because he doesn't use his
doesn't actually
arms.
use his
Exactly.
arms.
He doesn't use his arms at all to swim. He swims
Nobody
like
swims.
Just like
Seems
his
like
general, his fat general, was hitching rides on like whales and orcas.
yeah.
And
And Namor,
swim?
he like does like a dolphin, kind of like up and down, like he waves his whole
yeah,
body
with
to
his,
swim
with his
with his little
when,
wings.
when we were introduced to the villains, and they're not really bad villains per se, but when we were introduced to the villains, I just thought of what's his face, the Deep from Hugh's favorite
oh,
show,
because
because he's riding whales and shit, and like
Oh.
they're making a big old entrance. I thought it'd be funny if they just fucking cut one of those whales in half, just like in. Anyways, so overall, it wasn't a bad movie. They did the best that they could, I think, with Chadwick Boseman's death, and I mean, it was a tribute movie. But you're right, I didn't see what's her name, Shuri.
Fury, yeah.
She's not a good Black Panther. Like, even though she's got the powers or whatever, I feel like I can kick her ass.
That was the problem. Namor comes off as super powerful,
hmm
and then when they fight, all of a sudden,
Yeah, all she
Shuri's
had to
just-
do was put her in a fucking Ronco
In a sauna.
dehydrator.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, not even that.
oh
And-
shit!
And Shuri knew how to
My
fight. Like,
gills.
like she's been training forever to be Black Panther, and I'm like no, he would have, he should have whooped it. I mean, first of all, he stabbed you all the way through your freaking stomach. He should be dead.
Right.
And, but yeah, his powers, or not, I should say, his lack of powers, is because he was dry.
Wait, no, with the Atlanteans or whatever, are they all hopped up on the heart-shaped plant too?
They're
No.
all
Well, they're all
mutants.
super?
They're all mutants. I don't know
They're
if
all
there's. I
mutants.
don't think they're. I think only he's super.
But
Like super strength is only him.
but don't they have the plant though?
No, they just have vibranium. They don't have the plant.
No, they have the plant. Remember, they had the plant because the plant's how they turn into freaking blue people and had to live in the ocean because the plant they found underneath the water.
Oh, but
But
that's
they-
just that
That's
one
right.
time though. They only grinded it and drank it that one time.
Okay, but that's how they started.
Apparently,
the
everybody
population.
there is related. Sister,
Wait,
brother,
so
relation.
so
Well, yeah, because they all started banging each other, and that's why we got more fish
Yeah.
people.
so in theory, T'Challa's boy has some superpower because
No,
No, he doesn't have any superpowers. No.
I don't
Right,
think it's
no,
hereditary.
because-
It's not hereditary.
well then
Yeah, it's not hereditary. Yeah,
Because he didn't
Because-
have it. His dad was Black Panther, and he didn't have it. He had to
because
drink
Black
that flower.
Yeah, and you have to go meet your ancestors and
no, but
and be told
Neymar
that-
has powers, and he is because his mom took the
because
medicine.
mom and he was pregnant.
she
So
was
she was pregnant, so he inherited a whole different slew of abilities because
like fucking
guess-
fairy ass wings on your
he can
feet.
fly. He's basically like as strong as the Hulk. He'll kill you. That's number one. He promises you that, and he'll do it. And, his story was great. Namor's story was great. He was the best part of the movie. Riri Williams, who plays Ironheart, kind of forced into the movie. just
Who's
because
Ironheart?
You could have taken that whole part out of the movie.
Riri Williams, who created the machine that can find vibranium under the ocean, the college kid.
Oh, you know what? I meant to look into that. Who? What else was she in?
Nothing else.
No, she was in another
The
movie.
actress or the actual character?
Yeah, the actress.
Oh, the
Oh.
actress, I don't know. But she has her own Ironheart TV show coming to Disney Plus, and it's connected to Wakanda Forever,
Interesting.
and that's the reason why they shoehorned her into the movie. because
Oh,
of the
and you
need
know
to-
what? You guys probably know. I'm not sure. Wasn't there like controversy during the shooting of the movie? Like, didn't
Yes, the actress that
Letitia
played
Wright-
Shiri did not want to get vaccinated, and
oh, that was it?
Yeah, and they had to shut it down for a while, and they were about to replace her. And I don't think she got vaccinated. I think they was like, just screw it, finish the damn movie. So
Oh, I
that's
thought
why.
it was. I
Yeah.
thought it was more than that. If it's just that vax thing, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's Disney, right? They're like, follow our rules, damn it. So but yeah, there's the movie. It's basically vibranium still the number one thing the US military wants. Wakanda won't give it to them, so they go underwater to find it. They do find it. Namor is like, hell no, I'm gonna kill all you. He does. He kills like 32 Navy SEALs or some shit, and then he swims up to Wakanda and says, look, they know it's here. You either join me or I wipe you off the map. And Wakanda's like, no, I'm good. We don't need you. And he's like, you have no idea. I'm much stronger than you. I have a bigger army than you. You're with me or against me. It escalates. He kills the queen of Wakanda, gives him 1 week warning. I'm going to come back and kill all of you next. And that's when the big fight ensues and Black Panther wins, but doesn't really win. And then Namor goes back to the ocean and tells his wife, don't worry, I got him where I want him. It's all good, baby. And the movie ends. And then this cut scene is we find out T'Challa has a son, a 5-year-old son or 6-year-old son.
T'Challa
I thought
Jr.
that storyline was good because it was like Thanos, wanted to kill everyone to save humanity or to save the universe, right? This one, he had the same intentions as far as it's a very destructive way of doing it. He's just gonna like kill people because they're against them type of thing. But it seemed more moral than Thanos's.
Really? You
Oh,
thought it
right.
was more moral? Because Thanos had actually a good idea in the sense of there's not enough resources for people. If you want to live a better life, we need to cut the people out because we have enough resources. Namor was just like, don't touch my fucking vibranium, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill you. I like how your morals are. Get off my lawn. What? I'm gonna kill you.
I want to remind you that these are oxymorals. Like these morals are fueled with. So now that you brought in common sense, I didn't think about it that way, but okay. Thanos is a good dude.
I mean, that's
Oxy is
because
delicious.
he was right.
Did anyone else know that Oxy is delicious?
because there was another villain that had the same. I forgot who it was. Another Marvel villain had the exact same premise of we need to get rid of. We have too many people, or maybe in a DC movie, but we don't have enough resources for this many people. I'm gonna have to eliminate you people.
Well, in Wakanda Forever, they painted a pretty good picture of just the rest of the world wanting the vibranium, wanting the technology and all that. Everyone else is evil except for Wakanda and the Atlanteans, basically. So Neymar's plan was just to go get them before they get him because they're still
He's being proactive.
yeah, proactive. Yeah.
I mean, he okay, I guess this is where Black Adam is similar. He just wants to protect his people. Leave us alone. Don't come to our underwater world. Just if you do, you're gonna die. Leave us alone.
Black Adam didn't care about anyone. He said that a few times in the movie, right?
That wasn't true. He killed
But
only
it's-
the bad guys. He didn't.
Yeah,
he protected everybody else.
He only wanted to protect the people of Qatar or whatever the World
was a
Cup's
liar.
taking place.
Couldn't
Yeah.
you smell what he was cooking? What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Come on,
Wait. Oh, slow down.
Johnny.
Are you talking me or The Rock? Because I don't like either one.
What's your name? What's your
Oh.
name? What's your name?
You, you.
Yeah, what's your name?
Johnny.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what your name is.
Wow. That was
Anyway,
horrible.
I didn't want to yell too much
That
into my
was-
microphone. I
No,
had
that
to get
was
away
that was
from
pretty
it.
dumb.
Yeah,
Actually, I did
it's a
that-
rock joke. Yeah,
I did that to The Rock on Instagram or something like that.
Did you?
Or his
He
secretary.
replied or
You
something.
told this. You told this story before.
Yeah, and he said, "Doesn't matter what you think," or something like that. And I got actually scared.
Are you still okay? So Hugh, now that you've been listening, are you interested in seeing the movie Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, I'm still interested in seeing it.
And
I'm really curious what the funny little, whatever the things
He has
Johnny
wings
was
on his
talking about.
feet. Wings on his ankles.
The
He has
little
ankle
tiny,
wings.
tiny wings that
Like imagine little pigeon wings.
Like Apollo. He had little
And
tiny.
Yeah, like Apollo, Icarus.
Kid
is
Icarus,
it so he
yeah.
can move through the water better like a little fish man.
Well, no, he can fly.
No,
Yeah.
he's
He can
very
fly,
talented. He was really good as he can fight, and all that stuff. But those little fucking gay ass wings, boy.
What's hilarious too is Ryan
Ooh.
Coogler, the director, said it was so much fun when he got to use Namor because that was one of the reasons. He's like those stupid ass wings. It's like I get to use those stupid ass wings in a movie.
Yeah, I'm real curious about him.
Are you curious how
about
they
the bad guy?
His name is cool. The way he came up with
they
his name.
explain it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
funny.
reminded me of like Mike Tyson back in the day, right? He's like the most fierce man. He'll knock you out, put you in a coma type of thing. Hey guys, so anyways, I'm just trying to get my respect, and he just had that little tiny baby voice, just like those baby wings. Anyways,
And he was fighting as a
I
kid.
know
because
where
of
it went.
the-
I had no idea where that was going.
Hey, take a drink. Take a drink.
that's,
They
that's
know
a
he
good,
was-
good idea. Good idea.
But the name was good. It was something like the priest told him God has no love for you, no love,
No one loves
so
you.
no
No one
more,
loves
yeah,
you.
whatever, yeah.
You're the
I was
child
like,
with no love.
yeah, child with no love, yeah. So Hugh,
No
are you
amor.
interested on how they portray Chadwick Boseman's death? Because they do
Well,
in the first 5 minutes.
I know, and since it's so quick, I mean, I can't imagine it's any
He
big.
was hit by a car.
Yeah, he's hit by a car crossing the
Is
street
it-
in Wakanda.
Is that honestly what they
Crossing
said?
the street.
Yeah,
No, is that really what they
Vibranium
said?
car
Driven
just
by the Winter
fucking railed
Soldier.
him.
because the Winter Soldier lives there. Remember? And- no, he basically dies of cancer.
No, he got COVID.
So
Right?
it
Like
could have been COVID.
she couldn't
But-
fucking find a
Get a
cure.
mysterious.
But it was basically they
disease.
call it mysterious disease, but cancer, whatever. So and he dies off. Of course, he dies off screen. But 5 minutes into the movie, done. 10 minutes into the movie, he's just out of the picture. He's mentioned here and there, but that's pretty much it.
That's why they should have recasted him because now
They
you're
should
not
have
going to
recasted
remember
him.
him.
They really should
Yeah.
have recasted him because
You're not going to
Just
remember
because of that
Chadwick
reason.
Boseman
his
as Black
legacy
Panther.
was Black Panther. So you keep that going, but now you replace it with Shuri. You're like, oh, if she's in like 3 or 4 more movies, you're like, oh, Chadwick who? Like what?
Yeah, I thought she was a great supporting actor, but
Well,
as
I
the
thought
main, like I didn't.
Yeah,
wasn't
I
really
thought-
feeling it.
Lupita was gonna be Black Panther. I really did.
That his girlfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah. When she came back and they're about to do the whole thing with the scissor, I thought, oh, okay.
With
and
the
then
what?
the purple scissor that they take.
Oh.
And then-
Serp.
And then I tell you what though, the cameo got me. It really got me.
Yeah,
I did
but
not
same
see that
thing.
coming.
But once again, he can only play angry dude. He can't play anything else.
Who played a cameo?
Angry dude.
Angry dude did.
My
What's his
favorite-
name?
my favorite dude.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
He plays
Oh, God,
Killmonger
yeah.
again.
One character, yeah.
One, that
Yeah.
guy has a
100%.
one layer, man.
I was watching Creed the whole fucking
Same
time.
thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Angry
Creed,
dude.
Creed 3 comes out pretty soon too.
Like that. What's
You think
that
he'll be angry in that one?
Tom Clancy movie?
Oh, the Tom
Angry
Clancy
dude.
movie. Angry dude.
Oh, Without Remorse or something
Yeah,
like that.
Angry dude.
No remorse, right? Or some shit.
Johnny, for you, by the way, we did watch Top Gun again, and I did have tears again.
Just for him though, not for
Oh, no.
me or anybody else.
Oh,
just for him, not even
No,
for
because
Jesus.
Johnny,
Wait, were you crying
really-
for Johnny?
Were you crying for Johnny?
yes, I
Were you,
was.
were you laughing?
They were the
tears of-
same tears as from episode 4 of The Boys.
I'm just really happy that my $50 investment's paying me back
Okay,
fucking
okay.
a year and a half
Tears.
later.
It's,
He's gonna
dividends
mail you
and
a jar
everything.
of tears. Did you
Okay.
pay me
Well,
back?
Adds
In
up.
in all actuality, my wife hadn't seen it. She wanted to see it because she loves Top Gun, and I said, "All right, I will sit here for a minute." Totally drawn in again. It
Oh,
is
it's
a
a good
great
movie.
movie.
Oh,
It
then
is
that
a
wasn't even
great
Johnny's
movie.
$50 investment. That was Lafayette's bootleg ass copy.
That's
No, you don't.
And it's on Paramount Plus in December. You can watch
Somebody-
it again.
Somebody in this house seems to have found her own little channel bootleg.
Hey, whoa,
Yeah.
that's illegal. Okay.
I don't know what she's
children.
talking about. I have
Criminals.
no idea.
No, I
So-
would not recommend that. As somebody who is taking oxy and drinking,
And now you
I
may
have
have
a
a torrent
respect
of
for the
questions,
law.
but we
All right,
can't.
so
do
now-
that
Yeah,
right
that's
a-
now.
And another
Weirdo.
thing, Wakanda doesn't connect to anything else, so it doesn't lead to any other new
No, it's
storyline.
useless. It should end it right now.
It is useless because there's only one reason for Wakanda. Oh,
No more.
vibranium. Oh, but they did kind of set something up by putting in Julie Louis-Dreyfus's character, who's the head of Thunderbolts,
Oh, that's right.
and Thunderbolts are the Marvel version of Suicide Squad, and basically, they're probably going to go and try to get the vibranium. That's probably what's going to happen. That's my guess.
Well, Neymar said that they're coming after Wakanda, so I'm guessing the plot for the next film.
Well, but remember, Neymar
after
said-
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Namor said that he's going to go after Wakanda if they don't, live like go by their word of, protecting each other more or less. So, anyway, what is your rating, Johnny? 1 through 5, Wakanda Forever. What do you got?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I would have given it more if those stupid little wings weren't. In
I'm
play.
confused. You would have gave it a 5?
I would have given it more than a 4.
That movie's okay.
4.1, 4.1.
Yeah, like
It doesn't matter because he's got little.
how many
tiny
points were the
fucking-
wings worth? That's all I want to know.
You'll never know because that's
1
all I
point.
was thinking about as he was fucking flapping all over the place.
This would be all the listeners be so like, I want to fucking know the wings number. All right, Carlos, your score for Wakanda Forever.
3.
At 3. At 3. Yeah, I give it a 3.5. I think Namor carries the film. He's a very good character in the movie. So there you go. Average score 3.75 from the fellas at Nerds Tarkin. There you go. Hugh, any questions? He's like, nope, nothing.
No, sir. I have nothing.
And besides Top Gun, what else have you seen lately before we go to break?
The Boys.
The Boys, season 4, episode 6.
No, I haven't been able to watch much, which is greatly disappointing to me. No, I got nothing.
No, nothing. Gotcha. All right, we'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this. Hello, Tom here from the DPA, letting you know that we've started a criminal investigation division. That's right, the DPA is here for you. You wonder how? Well, have you ever been assaulted, robbed at gunpoint, murdered, raped, scammed for every dollar you have? The DPA is here to help. Did you happen to get a dick pic of this criminal? Well, we're here to help. At the DPA, the dickpicanalysis.com group, we can find out who this criminal was, their age, their sex, their race, their religion, where they're located at this moment, and how you can lock them up. That's right, upload the criminal's dick pic and we'll know where he's at with an 8% accuracy. That's right, 8% accuracy to catch this criminal. You've heard of DNA analysis and going back 30 plus years to convict someone. Well, this is all new technology. The DPA dickpicanalysis.com group now
catches criminals. Just upload your dick pic, not your own. You don't want to be guilty, but the criminals, and we'll do the rest of the work. The DPA, here for you anytime.
The DPA is not responsible for wrong convictions. We've only used this analysis on our own junks, and 3 out of 5 of us are now on parole. So clearly it works. Just not sure which way. If you've taken a picture of a criminal's junk, we are impressed. Also, 2 of us think OJ is innocent. The DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Not a real website. Nurse Talking Podcast. Now back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Hugh, Carlos, Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. All's Quiet on the Western Front is a book that's really popular, or was, I should say. It's kind of old. And it's a new movie on Netflix. Well, new as in maybe 3 weeks old. But we've seen it. It's 3 hours. It's World War One, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And it is, if you've seen the movie 1917, very similar to that movie.
Yes. No.
So, Carlos, All Quiet on the Western Front.
I like it.
Did you watch it in German or English?
In English. But you know what? You really didn't. There's so many shots of like just the depiction of war.
Oh
and
yeah,
the death and the cruelties. Like you don't really need to. You don't really need to watch it in English to get the story. You know what's going on because it's done so well. And just the depiction of all the death and all the destruction and all those guys in those foxholes and man, it was just crazy. Absolutely brutal. Yeah. And just, man. And I kind of knew, I mean, I didn't really feel for the main character because you kind of know how it ends, even though I've not read the book. You just kind of see it coming. And it was just
I didn't see it coming.
Well, I didn't see his death come. I mean, I didn't see how he was going to die coming, but I knew he wasn't going to make it. I knew he wasn't going to make it.
He fucking died?
Yeah. Spoiler alert. God damn it, man. I mean, really? Black Panther's dead?
But I mean, just all the shit that he went through and the look in his eyes when he was told to go back into the field. The look of it is in his eyes he was like a zombie. He just was droned out. He didn't care. He was just going forward.
Oh,
and it was just, man. And
when his friend died, it was fucked up too.
Oh, when the little kid shot him.
Yeah, yeah.
But I thought for sure he was like
that part. I thought he was talking about when he got fucking set on fire. Yeah, that was pretty traumatic.
Oh, that was fucked up too, though.
I missed my friend.
Yeah.
Well, he's right over there. He's fucking medium well.
The Americans didn't miss him, that's for sure.
How crazy was it though that like they were so excited to join the war? And these kids
were super hyped. It's all propaganda they were fed. But the worst part is that, like most wars, like even today, people don't know what they're fighting for. They're just out there because they're told you need to fight for your country. They don't know what
fighting
for.
Nothing, really.
They were absolutely fighting for nothing. And just like today, you hear the stories like going on in Russia. They had no food. They had no change of clothes. All this crazy stuff it's just history repeating itself, and it will continue to repeat itself.
And the crazy part was
Thanos was right.
Thanos was right, Johnny. The guy with morals, Namor.
Morals.
The part, and what's really messed up too, is they're negotiating in behind the scenes to end the war, and when they end the war, the French guy's like, "Fuck this!
We got half an hour. Let's fucking do it.
We're already here."
That wasn't the French guy; it was the German dude.
Was it the German dude?
Yeah,
it was a French that called off the war.
No, okay, it was the German guy that said, "Let's just do it. We're here now."
Yeah, because you said we got 15 minutes, man.
That's what it was. It really was.
We have until 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. And that's when.
And one guy was like, "Hey, I don't want to go back out." Well, you're fucking dead then.
We'll
kill you myself.
Great. I mean,
and then, but it was that depiction as well was so I think spot on. This fat pig was sitting up in that big house eating all this good food, and all while all the soldiers were around him in that little village starving, and here he was throwing food to the dog. And then he wasn't going out to war. He was sending them out. So you got 15 minutes, man. Let's make it look like we won something. And then what's funny is after dude got stabbed, somebody yelled, "It's 11 o'clock. Ceasefire." All he had to do was survive like 30 seconds. But it didn't happen.
It's one thing you're right about this movie. The direction is fantastic. Cinematography is
oh yeah,
so good. I mean, it might be, even though we talk about Saving Private Ryan's amazing as this movie to me felt like I was in the trenches with these people. It felt like this was way more of a depiction of brutality of war than Saving Private Ryan. 1917 was this almost the same type of movie. The difference is that movie didn't have as much depiction of brutality as this movie. This movie was, man, it was brutal, man. It was
the dude who got run over by the tank. I'm like,
oh,
shit,
he
man.
got, oh man, when that happened, I was like, oh, I was like, that's the way they pulled that off. I mean, there was nothing in this movie that looked fake. Nothing in this movie looked
and
fake.
like when he killed that dude in that hole, and then he felt bad for him because he wouldn't die, and then he tried to clean his mouth out so he could breathe.
Oh,
just the
that
remorse
yeah.
he felt after stabbing this guy several times.
And he was trying to save him.
Yeah, but that's just it. Neither
like,
one of them knew what they were fighting for. They just
they
knew
didn't.
they had to kill the other
They
one.
just saw each other and were like, yeah,
yeah, it was ridiculous.
I swear, if it was me and I was like beside a Canadian, I'd be like, let's just both act dead, bro. Like, let's, you know what? Let's hold hands and walk out of here together. They won't kill gays.
Good idea, eh?
Yeah, they would never believe you as a Canadian. Canadians tend to be pretty nice.
Polite.
Canadian wars.
Come on, nice guy,
Come on, buddy. Come on, guy. Come on, friend.
So yeah. Johnny, your take on All Quiet on the Western Front?
Cinematically, I thought it was great. Overall, it was a fucking terrible movie. I thought it was so stupid. I mean, the kids, you know, they signed up as they were teenagers, and I get it. They don't know shit, but they don't know shit throughout the whole movie. Like, usually in a war movie, and this was drawn out for at least 3 years, I believe. Like, you get better at being a soldier after time. This kid was still the same stupid ass kid who signed up from day 1 to year 3, and yeah, I just thought it was so fucking stupid. And then all the stupid ass decisions. I mean, I get it. Soldiers make some dumbass choices, but like when they went to go like steal the goose, and then
That was
now you
dumbass
can't. So
choice.
now you can't see your fucking wife anymore because you're dead. You stupid fuck. Like shit.
That's
like
how
that.
I knew that
Oh,
they were
wait a
both
second,
gonna
wait a
get
second.
wasted
So
because they're
that-
fucking.
That ruined the movie for you?
No, the whole like just well.
Because see, my take was, remember when they signed up when they got right into boot camp or whatever it was,
Mhm.
or they got thrusted right into war right away. They had no training. They're like, sorry, so shit started. You got to go. Here, we're gonna put you right in it right now. So I think it was more like
that's what
shock.
it
And
made
was
it
like,
seem like. But I mean, and it might have been that way back in the day, like no training and here you go type of thing. But in all the other like war stories, war movies, films, and TV series that I've seen, you know, after a while, like you become the salty dog. You started off new, then you become the salty dog. New guys come in, and then you're like paving the way. They were new throughout the whole thing, and then even when the very new guys came in at the very end, I mean, like he didn't seem like this, you know, veteran to me. He just
No, I
seemed
think
like a stupid ass kid.
I think he
he
always
just still wanted to go home.
No, that's what I mean. I think he didn't. He still had the regret of
He
even
was a
being
little
signing
bitch.
up.
He
Well, that's
after 3 years, you would think he would toughen up or something.
Well, how old do you think he was when he signed up? 17, 16?
16, I think.
Yeah,
they
because I
said.
think he was 19. Yeah, they played it as he was 9. Think about that. 19 years old. He didn't toughen up. He was still like, I don't want to die. Man, I don't even want to be here against my own will. Like, that's how he came off. Like, fuck, I totally fucked up. I should have stayed in school. You know, like, and that's why I thought it was good, because I'm like, yeah, be honest, I'm pretty sure half the people in that particular war were fucking terrified. Just like,
Oh, absolutely.
everyone's dying around me. Fuck this. Why
They
am I
wanted
here?
to go home. They were already crying for mom. They wanted
Oh
to
yeah,
go home.
exactly. So
well, in that
exactly
World
how it
War, I mean, after that war, all kinds of changes were made, right? Like no more chemical warfare. Like everyone agrees, like you can't use that during war because they use that in World War One, and it's just fucking horrendous. Like you're killing everybody.
Mustard gas.
Yeah, all that shit.
I
They
mean,
can't
think
use
about
that
that.
anymore.
They make rules for war. How about no war?
Good rule.
That's
What
the
a
rule.
concept.
That rule's
What
pretty
a
good.
concept.
How about we just negotiate at first? Not, hey, we're 6 months in. Now we should talk. Yeah, why not?
Slow down, all right? Because if
Use the
if
Olympics
this
to fight
catches steam, I
wars.
might lose my VA benefits.
They're garbage anyway. Have you ever tried to get help from the VA? Come on.
Yeah.
Have you?
Plus, you
No,
have
I don't
better
need it.
benefits with
I
your
have better
job. Why do you
benefits than
care?
Johnny.
I've been friends with them for all these years. I got no benefits.
But Hugh, if you
BA
do want to see
sucks.
a movie that shows the brutality of war, man, that's All Quiet on the Western Front. It's fucked up. It's
I just didn't like
What-
it.
but what do you just didn't like the character?
The character and the
What's-
story, but the cinematography
But I
was
don't understand how you
fantastic.
I mean,
The-
I mean, what do you want out of the story? I guess because really, it's like 1917, which to me is on par equal to this movie of a kid that's terrified the whole time and just wants to get the fuck out of there.
yeah, but that kid eventually in 1917 he eventually accomplishes his mission, right? He goes across enemy lines.
He
fucking
does. But remember,
delivers the message.
the
and all
message.
that.
But this kid didn't have a mission really. You just saw a kid thrusted into war.
He's just
That's
trying
all
to
it was.
survive to the end.
Yeah. It's
That
there was
his
no
mission.
in reality. He had no storyline. It was just, hey, this movie's only to show the brutality of this war, and this one scared child is who we're going to follow around more or less, like a reality show. And we'll see how far he makes it. Oh, he stole a goose. Oh, you silly goose.
I mean, no, just like his buddy. This is how young they were when they got in. His buddy stole half a poster with a
Oh, I
woman on it,
know.
and he was admiring the
And he
poster.
talking to it.
jerking off to
Yeah,
that
jerking
shit.
off
Probably
to
did. He
it.
probably
No, remember he was talking to it,
something.
and like he made a
Yeah, he
promise
was talking
to it.
to it,
Yeah, because
And
that's
then
just
even-
it. Like,
and even he was talking about his wife that he never had,
yeah,
and they were passing around a handkerchief from some guy who got it from a hooker.
like
She
that's what
wasn't
I'm
a
saying.
hooker.
No, she was a hooker. No,
She
was
wasn't a
Ah,
hooker.
dirty
She was a
whore.
hooker.
She
Dirty
wasn't a
dirty
hooker.
French
He
whore.
knew a little bit of French. And she gave it up.
T'allez-vous? But yeah, no,
All
that's just
women
it.
in
The
1917
story,
in France were hookers.
the storyline, like I
Jesus.
said, it's just really about how these kids were thrusted into war, and like it was
God, he's
basically
thinking about his
Stand by
cousin.
Me, but one survived.
So
Actually,
so-
my bad, none survived. Sorry, spoiler alert.
They all did.
But you know when they were like, "What time is it?" Oh, it's 11. It's 10:45. Walk slower. Walk slower.
Run the
15
other
minutes.
way.
Tie
Run
your
the
shoe.
other-
Do something. Oops,
No,
I
no,
dropped my
trip.
fucking.
Oops, I tripped.
No, that's the time we get
You guys keep
bathroom
going.
break.
You guys
Yeah,
keep
bathroom
going.
break. I gotta take a dump.
So the way you're describing it to me, it's no wonder that guys who come back years later who somehow make it through
PTSD
Can't-
just totally
can't
fucked up.
assimilate. Who can't assimilate?
No.
Of course they can't. How could you possibly assimilate after you've been through shit like that?
And then
Well,
one of
and
their
it-
friends
it-
takes a fork to his neck because he can't go
Oh.
back. He has nothing
And
to go
it's-
back to.
And especially,
Yeah,
oh, that's
that
right.
was
Yeah,
pretty
that was
brutal.
fucked up. I mean, and imagine in the movie, like Johnny said, it plays out for 3 years. So even if he made it back, man, even at 19 years old, he would have been like, "What the fuck did I just experience?"
Well, I don't
No,
think he
he's
knows
still
what
got
to
to
do
go
with
back to
himself.
school.
I
Right.
know he still has to go back to school and shit.
And now I have to come back and just normalcy? How do
Yeah.
you do that?
Like I said, it's
Well, it
the
affects
movie.
everyone different. I mean,
That's
you couldn't
true
have
too,
a
though.
grenade go off next to two guys, and one guy, can brush it off, and then the other guy will be traumatized the rest of his life. I
And
mean,
one
it's
guy will
just-
take oxy and drink beer on a Wednesday night. And the other guy will.
First of all, it's Friday
Well,
night.
good thing it's
Friday
Friday
morning.
because I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be that guy. On
Friday, gotta get out Friday.
So-
But yeah, Hugh, I'm telling you, the depiction is phenomenal in this movie. The cinematography, everything is like, man, it hooked you have to watch it because you're like, man, where's this shit gonna go? Like, is this kid gonna make it? Like, holy shit.
Did you guys ever see the I think it was a 70s 79 version of All Quiet?
No. It
was like a
was
TV
show? It was
series.
a TV movie. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't see
That
it.
was kind of stupid too.
Well, it's the same story. So,
I know.
I
Well,
don't know
Johnny,
where you're going with
disappointment.
that. I just
No,
don't know
no,
what's going on.
No matter
there.
what, they'll make one 5 years from now. Stupid.
Stupid story.
It was the way he died though. Like in
How'd
this
he die in
one,
that one?
it was stupid because I think the whole time he's like trying to be like an artist or some sort of poet or some shit like that. And then he sees a bird, right? And then he starts drawing the bird and he's like so mesmerized by it. And he fucking stands up and gets shot. And then the picture of the bird like falls on the ground. And it's a fucking horrible bird. Like you were not talented at all, you stupid fuck. You should
They
have
did you a
deserved
favor
that.
by taking you out.
He deserved it. So
That's
Hugh, what
probably
is,
a friendly fire thing.
Well,
'cause
Hugh,
he's-
what is your question?
Well, no. I was just going to say. So you're saying it's even more realistic than Private Ryan's
Oh.
opening scene? I mean, that opening scene is supposedly
Pretty
the
brutal
most.
too.
No, the Saving Private Ryan is a good depiction. It's totally different. This movie is like
From beginning to
nonstop.
end.
Beginning to
Beginning
end is a nonstop brutal war, like just brutality. Like there's no let's have a conversation for 20 minutes. Hey, what do you do, Captain?
That's
I'm a
what they
teacher
did,
or
though.
whatever.
They
No, there were
had
parts of the movie
conversation.
like that.
It
Yeah.
was a slow burn for me. Like the action part wasn't really there for me. Like the depiction, yeah, like they're stepping over dead bodies and they're like in water or drinking water that are like dead bodies have been in.
Yeah.
That part is pretty disgusting. But the actual like war part, I mean, they're talking about like their lives back home for the most part. They're talking about
When they found the foxhole that had all the food and table on, they were so excited eating anything with rats on all over it. I was like,
and
yeah,
then they
see,
got
like,
fucking ran over by tanks and set on
Uh-huh.
fire.
yeah. And that's
All
the
right.
thing, John, Hugh. It's man, the depiction is wild because you could just, I mean, you could imagine that's how that war was, and it was just, man, brutal as fuck. Just and Saving Private Ryan's right there. I mean, that's what makes these movies so good, is that type of depiction. If you want to show war, might as well make it as real as possible for people to realize.
And it's not glorified, not the way, because a lot of people they glorify war. Oh yeah, we went there, we kicked ass, da 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 da. No, this is so horrible. Like you would never want to be. I would not want to be in a war.
I would just not want to be in a war on the other side. Have them
Well,
that fucking
Yeah, but
that
you don't know what side is gonna win, man. You can't.
No. Well, even if you have like a question, like when the guys were like, "I don't want to go back out." Well, come with me.
Oh, that's right.
We're
Well,
gonna
come with us.
fucking yeah.
You're
And
gonna die
then
anyway.
the Russians were pretty notorious for that, and just like killing their own if they disagreed with anyone. Um, Apparently, the Germans were too in World War One.
Or sledgehammer to the head.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit on New York Post or something like that.
What
Yeah,
happened?
There was
This is
a
in World War One.
no. This was
This is
New
recent.
York
what-
Post reported.
You,
this
you,
shit?
This is-
Ukraine.
It was one of the Wagner group guys defected.
Oh, yeah.
it is, or not defected, but said, "Fuck this," and went to the Ukraine side, but somehow ended back up in the hands of the Russians,
Yeah.
who taped his head to the floor and took a sledgehammer to it.
God damn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Brutal.
Who was this Wagner fella?
Well, they
The
joined a group. It's called the Wagner Group or something like that. It's like a
Professional.
militia. Type.
There's some idiots from here that went over there to fight.
No, they're Russian.
I know, but there's some idiots there too that have died
Mhm.
Americans that decided we're gonna
Yeah.
go help Ukrainians, and you're like, really, dude? Just stay out of it. Like now you're dead. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like stupid. Like
in some small way, it's like admirable, right? It's like
no.
like when
Yeah.
the Klitschko's were like, we're gonna fight. I'm like, wow, that's
Donate $20 to Red Cross for Ukraine or something.
but yeah, the Americans that go overseas to fight, like, I mean, they're not getting shit for it when they get back. Maybe
Exactly.
like a couple cool stories, but you don't get benefits for that shit.
Nothing.
No.
Zero.
Nobody's gonna be waiting for you when you get home, except for like
Nope.
your family. If that,
Yeah. Well, they're gonna wait for you in a box.
they're gonna
So-
be in the box, or you gonna be in the box?
Yeah, you didn't clarify. Like,
Yeah, you gotta.
What's in the box?
my family.
Hugh, any more questions? Because you got to see it. It's Johnny didn't like the story, but overall, it's the depiction of war is like, oh, it's brutal. It's a long movie though. It is a long.
I was going to ask Johnny something because, yes, chemical warfare outlawed after World War One, but still, what would you argue? Our agent, the Agent Orange in the Vietnam War was. That's
Those are just
chemical.
bad oranges, man. What are you talking about?
It's chemical.
No, I agree, but at the same time, that there was a different purpose for that initially, but then like the troops got the blunt end of it.
Right.
It was a different kind of chemical warfare, or maybe they banned certain chemicals. Maybe that was it. But yeah, the troops got the bad end of the stick for that one for sure.
And I would honestly, I would argue that it's in name only because Russia has been accused of using it in Syria. In
big time.
recent years,
just recently, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, I think there was
so
a list of chemicals. I mean,
Saddam.
I haven't done my
Saddam,
research
yeah.
on
Matter of
the
fact,
Geneva Convention.
wasn't it the
Yeah.
Syrian president himself used it on his own people?
Yes.
Yeah, Assad. It's Assad, who did, right? Yeah.
Assad. So
I
there
thought
you
it was
go.
just a type of orange coming from Asia, but
Yeah.
Agent
It's
Orange.
really sweet and good.
Agent Orange.
and-
So
They're like Satsumas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Former president.
Yeah.
An agent for China. So and Russia. Agent Orange. There you go. So what's your rating, Carlos? All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix. Watch it now, today, people. Today. On the war. Buy your war bonds. Buy your war bonds here.
I'm actually gonna give it a 3.5
No, pretty good.
because of the length. The length.
But if it had little wings, feet.
Oh yeah, definitely 5. 5.
Johnny, your score for All Quiet on the Western Front on Netflix.
1.5, just because of the
Hey!
excellent cinematography.
Wow.
But the story fucking sucked.
The story is so
Making me-
good.
At least
I've been around
homeboy
for-
didn't get shot drawing a shitty bird.
It's the same story, though.
I don't
You pointed that
understand.
out 10 minutes ago.
It's
But was it better than that movie, Johnny?
Fucking remember, I was like 5 years old when I saw that shit.
No, the
But you
movie. My
remember the
movie.
bird deaths.
My movie. Is it better than
Oh,
my
the
movie?
game. Yeah,
Then the
movie?
Chupacabra?
I was
The
gonna say,
game.
the
Oh, the
game is
game.
better than the game.
It's-
Oh.
I'm gonna put the game better than this movie.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
No, not even
No,
close.
no.
Not even close. Not even close.
No, because
The
the
game-
cinematography in the game is horrible. It's absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, yeah.
Atrocious.
The game was.
Come on.
The game
You have
was,
to love David Fincher.
The
Love
game
him.
is like if
David Fincher's
Namor.
overrated.
If Namor was born out without legs, it's just horrible. Couldn't do
Oh, he
anything.
had wings on his hips. What if he had wings on his hips?
Just
I
some,
give
like,
the-
armpit
I-
wings.
I give the movie a 3. I mean, just watching it. It's a slow burn, but man, you can't stop watching it because you're like, man, where's this gonna go? Like, where's this kid? Is he gonna survive? Like, how's it gonna go? And
Well, no, that's true. Because when I started, I'm like, I'm not going to watch the whole thing tonight. I'll watch part and then I'll watch the other part tomorrow. But no, I had to watch the whole thing. Just, man, cinematography just sucked me in.
I'm telling you,
Oh.
the director killed that. He
It-
did a great job.
The dude who, not the general, but the other dude, the tall, skinny dude that was with him, was that guy in the series Dark? He looked familiar.
I think he was, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, because he looks super familiar. I'm like, ah,
Who
Jimmy
here
don't
has
look
seen
alike.
Dark on Netflix?
I haven't.
Oh,
Wait.
go watch it.
The
If it's
best
still on. I
show
don't know if it's still on.
Netflix. Oh, it is. Netflix owns it.
Okay.
The best show Netflix has ever made. It's called Dark. It's not Stranger Things. It's Dark. Netflix.
What's the premise?
Stranger
Oh,
Things.
it's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's just Stranger Things. They just put a
But in
different title on it.
I do have something for Carlos after the break.
But
Oh,
Dark.
thank you,
basi-
Hugh.
Man, to
Remind
During the
explain-
break or after
Hey,
the break?
I can't-
Remind me.
I can't explain Dark.
Hey, when we're off the air, I got something for you. I'm going to mention it on the air.
Dark is.
I want all our
absolutely-
listeners to know that we're going to talk about other stuff.
Hey, Dark. Yeah, I know. You can't. You're gonna get to hear this part. Dark is absolutely. It's crazy. It's time travel and fucking conspiracy. That's wild.
Titties.
It's titty. It's a fantastic fucking show, though.
Why don't you
I
start
think
with,
it's-
start with the titties?
Because
It
you
is-
know, it
say
actually starts with
titties.
that. It starts.
It does start with that actually. It is the best show. I'm telling you, Netflix, and the show just came out called 1899 on Netflix.
Ooh, I want to see that. The
By the
Bermuda
makers of
Triangle or
Dark.
something.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay, but
Yeah,
it's
it's about
it's
a-
English though.
Yeah. Well, the movie's in a whole. It's in like 16 different languages. Every character that
okay.
plays from a different country speaks their own language.
Oh,
But of course, you can watch the English over them. But that show 1899 is about a lost cruise ship that's
That
been
they get a
lost
signal
for a
from.
while, and then the new cruise ship finally gets a signal from it, going, "What the hell?" And then they pick up some passengers from it, and just shit starts to happen.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Before we move on from All Quiet, I was going to ask you guys, did you know about the Christmas truce during that First World War? Have you ever heard
Yes.
about that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Explain it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know exactly what it's about, but why don't you
I
just
like that.
tell me
I like-
the
Go ahead,
story?
tell me.
I
I
saw
know
the
it,
movie, but
do
you
you
don't
know
have to tell me
Do you
about
know
it. I could agree with you the whole time.
No, very powerful stuff. So tell me like
It was
I've-
Christmas, right? It was Christmas.
Explain it to me
It's
like I've
something
never
about-
heard
yeah,
the story
yeah.
before.
They gave gifts to each other, and then
Herpes.
So it was during the trench warfare, World War One, and then each side called a truce between Christmas Eve and December 26th, 1914. They like hung out, they played soccer, they fucking gave out gifts and like shared meals and stuff like that. And then December 27th, they just started fucking killing each other again. But during that same World War, during the setting and for All Quiet, it's the same years.
That's my
It's
point.
So stupid.
They
War
had
is
no reason to
stupid.
kill each
Just-
other except for kill or be killed, or because you're on that side and we're on this side.
War.
Yeah.
All war is stupid. All war.
Oh, I
is.
know. Yeah.
All war. Think about it.
Absolutely.
They could have just negotiated from the beginning. What do you want? Well, we want France. We're not going to give it to you. Do you want anything else?
You want cheese? We got cheese.
Like,
We'll
I mean, you
all
could,
right, we'll
like,
take cheese. We'll take cheese.
I mean, what do you want from our land? We'll just negotiate with like a business deal. What the fuck do you want? Like, get out of here. Like,
Which is
but no.
which is why
Yeah,
which
well.
is why we as a species will survive.
We will. Well, no, we won't. Well, no, everyone dies here. So no, you're right. There we go. Q wins. We'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
You can email the show at nerdstalking@yahoo.com.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Johnny, Carlos, Hugh, and I'm Lafayette. I want to tell you that Thanksgiving is very good. Thank you.
Special report from Qatar.
It was tasty, yes.
We played the soccer kickball. Good. People die buildings. So Johnny, how was your week? How was Thanksgiving and how I don't care. Just tell me anything.
Jesus. So as you know,
Very good. Thank you very much.
I just moved into my new house, and I was doing stuff around the house, like
Oh wait, question.
yeah.
Is the PlayStation working yet? Plugged in? Good to
I
go?
haven't plugged it in yet.
All right, fuck off. Go ahead, continue.
I have other priorities. So I was doing stuff around the house, like the cabinets. I bought these hinges to make them all soft close now. So you slam it shut and it'll close really softly. And then I installed like hand towel holders and things like that. After my day, I was like, you know what? I feel pretty accomplished. But then I remembered I have friends like Carlos. And by the way, Carlos, I like you less now because of this. Like people like Carlos that are like real men and they can do like real shit. Like I remember going to his kid's birthday party. He's like, "Yeah, I just made this table." I'm like, and it's like a standard like picnic table, but it's fucking nice. The craftsmanship was great. Yeah, but then like all I did was fucking unscrew 3 screws and I screwed 3 screws back in. And I fucking thought I was a man, but when I have friends like that, man, fuck off. Like that's such like there was some people at work too. It's like, hey, what'd you do this weekend? Well, I put up a new fence around my yard, but then I had to like mill all the because I used
The
wood from my
shitty wood.
yeah, like I did all this stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Fuck you. Now I can't say anything. Like,
you have no
what'd you
idea.
do? Like, yeah, I watched All Quiet in the Western Front and I fucking hated it.
I hung a towel rack and it's not even straight.
Like, I got a buddy.
Level.
I had a buddy
Well,
that-
it's
that got-
straightish.
I got a buddy got a job at Home Depot, and he knows nothing about tools or anything. The guy doesn't know how to use a drill. Think about that real quick. A drill. You push, you pull a button, you push it. I guess you push the button, or you pull
Push
it.
the
I
button.
guess.
Pull the button, push the drill.
That's what I mean. He no clue. Doesn't know how to use a drill. I said, "What the fuck do you do at Home Depot when people ask you questions?" I just led him to the aisle and read the
Just
sign
points
above
him
me.
in the way. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
I was
I
like,
did-
I'm like,
I
when
did
they
that
ask you
shit when
questions,
I worked at Radio Shack too. What's the difference between these two? I'm like, about $20. Next question.
Next question. You have a transistor radio or a hand radio or
A ham radio,
I don't
satellite
know.
phone.
I
what do
mean,
you
I can transition to giving you a handy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
got? Come with me to the back, sir.
Johnny, I
$20,
so
sir.
know what you're talking about. My brother is like into hobbies, and so because he has shitloads of free time on his hand because he makes a fabulous pension, as does his wife, and he's got a whole wood shop set up in his garage. And he makes the most beautiful pieces of wood. Look at the dovetails of my pieces of wood, and I'm like,
Ooh, dovetails, yeah.
it's like what
Ooh,
the?
those are
Oh, those are
nice.
fucking Neymar
yeah.
wings right there.
Dovetails.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun,
yeah,
dun,
the people that are like real men, fuck off.
dun. I accept that. Thank you.
Oh, and he also brews his own beer, which is award winning apparently.
God damn, Johnny. He got you twice. Got you twice. He knows how to.
That kind of counts, right? Because I've brewed my own beer before. There used to be a place in town that you could brew it and bottle it. I got a Groupon for it, so It just basically
Not a real man answer. Don't tell us about your Groupon.
Not only did I brew my own beer, I got a discount.
I got a discount beer.
No,
My
but
own beer came with a discount.
it's like it's cooking, and then you just bottle it. And there's more steps involved. There's a waiting game and all that stuff.
Oh,
my
your own
God.
beer.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
F homemade beer.
As he
I
will be
sat-
happy
I
to point
sat through a
out.
brew with my buddy.
No. I mean, it's more
Hours,
impressive to make a
man.
picnic table than to brew your own beer.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we figured out Johnny's not a real man. Thanks, Johnny.
Nope,
you
no,
have to go through all that.
Don't let it get out. They'll take away my veteran status.
That's
Me
right.
neither. I
That
guess I'm not either.
Yeah, that with my fucking dolphin tattoo. Like, oh no.
Yeah, you
All
are
your benefits
so
are
low on the
gone,
man
sir.
scale. On the man scale, you are low. How about you, Hugh? Tell
Yeah,
us
pink uniform.
what is going on lately.
A shit pile of driving. I can tell you that. But that will all end in about a week.
Are you
I got-
killing yourself?
Do
Jesus.
yourself
what's
in? No kidding, right? This is an
I
addition to something?
On the
I'm
the
just
flip-
driving off a bridge. That'll be my last drive.
On the flip side of it is, I do know most parts of Florida now.
There you go. See?
Oh my god, that's not a
Congratulations.
even Uber drivers don't care to share that information.
Congratulations.
That's not a brag.
I wasn't bragging.
I know the armpit of America.
Are you going Black Friday shopping or anything of that nature? You know, have you-
I
after the
am
show?
not. I
Okay.
am not.
okay. Have your kids,
not.
by any chance, given you Christmas gift lists already and shit? And
Oh hell yeah!
yeah, okay.
Well, what do they want? What's the most extravagant?
What do
thing
they want?
kids
These are the two things I would recommend. A
And
trip
how
to the
old are the
orphanage.
kids again?
17.
Is it too late for an
13.
abortion?
I've
I want a new
recommended-
daddy.
I've recommended that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
But
they
yeah.
have more girls. They have lots more money. All those guys.
So basically they have their Christmas gift list ready for
Bring
you.
your children out?
No,
There you go. There you
no,
go.
no.
Yeah.
No, Hannah. I know Hannah wants a new phone.
Okay.
She
And,
wants like
Does-
the newest iPhone.
Oh, okay.
and the other. I just
So
said the
Hannah
other.
wants $1,000.
Basically.
What about the other kid?
Exactly.
Jazz
Yeah,
has not
pretty
has
much.
not expressed a desire yet.
Oh, nothing yet.
She's-
Now she
she's
hasn't
not
told you what she
thrown
wants.
anything. We're kind
Okay.
of in the throes of looking at schools for her
Oh, that's right. 'cause she's
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
get
to
you an
college.
education.
because she is going to college next year.
That's
Who
right.
is?
Oh
That's
wow.
right.
But you know what I really want her to do is marching band again. Whether in
So
whatever
lame, bro.
college.
So lame.
Why?
What does she
Why?
want to do though?
What do you
Like, as
mean?
in-
Why?
what's
Did
her
you ask
ambitions?
why
What's
marching
her
band is
ambitions?
lame?
No,
You
she
know what
wants
happens at
to.
band
No,
camp?
no. What's her ambitions? Like, what's she want to be when she grows up?
She doesn't know yet, and that's
Ah.
okay. That's okay. That's
Oh,
okay.
that's fine. It's just I when you say I wish she wants to get in a marching band, you're like,
Yeah,
I wish
Don't do that.
that
Hugh.
she gets bullied. Like that's all I want from her. I want people to shun her.
But it is true. I think marching band on a resume can get you a pretty good job
At Disneyland.
at Disneyland. Yeah, Disneyland a theme park
Main Street Parade, or whatever that thing is
Theme
called,
parks,
Electric Parade.
or like those 5 minutes. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell her that.
all right.
I'm gonna tell her forget it. Forget it. Dad.
Yeah.
Give up on all your dreams, kid.
Kill your dreams.
These
Kill
three
them.
old guys said, forget about it.
I like
Yeah,
how
don't
though
listen
it's
to me.
like
I'm
the guys
high.
that call themselves nerds. Ah, you're stupid.
Go learn how to write computer language. Elon
that
needs
is-
a people.
That is true. That is true. She should learn code. Very, very. Carlos, how about you?
Hmm?
Whatever. Just say something. Just
What am
say
I
anything.
doing? I don't know.
know. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, coming from the guy who took a sip of a spritz.
First of all,
A
two of
vodka
them,
spritz.
two sips of Kettle One botanical vodka spritz, cucumber mint.
You just lost your man card.
Yeah, he drank.
What?
He drank
First of all,
potpourri.
I don't drink alcohol.
Mm.
Hey, Johnny's right though. It does smell like potpourri. Probably better off just putting it on myself for fragrance. So yeah, that's all I got. So happy Black Friday, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your gobble day, and on to good old December. Does December have any month? It's like, you know how November has no shave. What's December? Anybody before we head out? Anybody?
No money December? You
That's
spend
the-
all your
yeah.
fucking money during December?
There you go, people. That's our show. For Johnny,
See you.
for Hugh,
Peace out.
for Carlos.
Bye-bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Thanks for joining us on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll see you next time. Have yourself a fantastic Black Friday.
Oh, let me see. Can I see your D, please?
Oh, what? Okay.
You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? Let's lose all ambition, high definition. You can see my sex pistol, you could be Nancy and I'll be vicious. She know how to cook, clean, vacuum the D, play all the positions. A few rubs and tugs and just like a genie it showers you with wishes. You kept your eyes closed, don't get exposed or get too close. You might get a mouthful of the penile show. I walk in the glamour shot, shave, cologne drenched, dressed in velvet thread, saying to the cameraman I'm ready for my close up, just focus on my head. Make it sexy as fuck, I got emails to spread. You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? Yo. No, bro, only share pics with chicks. Why don't you stop asking me if you could please see my dick? I know we met on Craigslist, but that was just to make friends and meet up with randos, talk sports, hit bars, hit on chicks, not lock eyes and share handos. You should leave it. You keep asking if you could see it. If I show you one time, you need to quit, and I mean it. Okay, on the count of 3, we both present. No phones present, just eyes, no witnesses, and only for a second. So here we go, 1, 2. What the fuck, bro? You couldn't wait till 3, and now I'm staring at something that I didn't want to see. So the count of 3, you present. I said no, you need to slow down, bro. You need to slow your roll and kick rocks. No, what are you doing? I said stop, bro. I'm not into that. Keep your animal pox and knock it the fuck off and get your block knocked off. We could be friends, but you like to get beat up before you get beat off. You understand my rules? We've seen each other's dicks, so why don't you keep it cool? You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? Yo, and you can see the 4K or Dolby Vision. I accept facts, Polaroids, carrier pigeon. And if you can't commit to sending one, I'm still willing. Snap pic, quick send off, that's how I'm living. You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You wanna see my D? You send a pic to me, I send a pic to you. You wanna see my D? Oh damn. Oh shit. Okay. I like what I'm seeing. Shit. Nice. They send one back ASAP. You know what I'm saying? What the come on, man. I didn't want to see that shit, bro. We friends anyway. Fuck it. You want to see my dick?